channel. So today I'm going to be doing a Is It Worth the Hype video for the Stila Magnificent Metals liquid eyeshadows. Honestly, I'm obsessed with these shadows. I'm not even going to make you wait till the end of the video to know that, just because I've been wearing these every single day, like every single day. Every single time I wear these shadows, I get asked, what are you wearing? It's either by customers, it's by coworkers, it's by everyone. So I just thought I would do a video on it and let you guys know what I think of the product. So these are the Stila Magnificent Metals Glitter and Glow Liquid Eyeshadows. It says it's a brilliant and long-wearing liquid glitter eyeshadow. Now, I will say I've tried glitter shadows before. I've tried the Urban Decay Moondust shadows. I've tried numerous different liquid eyeshadows, and for me, I just feel like throughout the day they flake off, they wear off, and I'm not really a fan. However, I will say with these ones, you get one swatch of these on your hands, you're done. You're buying all the colors that they have available. That's honestly what I did. So what I'm going to be doing on this video is actually swatching each of the colors that I have and then letting you guys know what I think of the wear on each particular color. I just feel like a lot of products, they vary in formulation based off of the colors. So I really want you guys to know what the true swatch of each color is versus just giving you a general idea of how they work. So without further ado, I am going to be swatching these for you guys. So first things first, I'm going to tell you guys the name of each of the shadows that I have. So the first one is Molten Midnight. The second is Smoldering Satin. The third one is Smoky Storm. Fourth one is Diamond Dust. Fifth one is Bronzed Belle. Sixth one is Rose Gold Retro. And the very last one is Kitten Karma. So the first one I'm going to swatch for you guys is the Molten Midnight. This is described as black, silver, and gold. I will say this one is probably one of the most pigmented formulas out of the entire collection. I feel like when I have this on, I don't really have to do too much else. I'll blend it all over the lid, put a little bit of gray or dark brown, like a cool tone brown in the crease, and I'm set. That's all I have to do. So the next one is Kitten Karma. This one is one of my favorites for everyday wear. It's described as champagne, silver, and copper. So this is the swatch. And you can see it's a really nice, subtle, everyday color. It's not too much, it's not too over the top. It's something that's really sheer and pretty that you can kind of wear day to day. I really like wearing this with kind of like a pinky mauve color that's in the crease. So the next one is Rose Gold Retro. This is actually a true rose gold. I feel like this one has the most pigment out of all the other ones. So it's gonna be more of a rose gold metallized color, but it's gonna have shimmer in it. So I think that's also really cool for someone who maybe wants a little bit more color as opposed to shimmer. It's a really good option. And you can see how this one has just so much more of like a chrome pigment as opposed to a shimmer. And excuse my hand, it's going to be covered in glitter all day, just so you guys know. So the next one is Smoldering Satin, and this one is described as a deep tan and silver. I really like this one because I feel like it's more cool toned. I feel like a little bit more like edgy when I wear this one. I'll do a little bit more of like a cool tone color in the crease. So I really, really like it for that reason. I feel like I generally gear more towards warm tones, and I feel like this one's a kind of really nice cool tone that's neutral enough to wear on a day-to-day basis. That is Smoldering Satin. Oh, could you die? I think my favorite thing about this one too is depending on what light you're in, you're gonna kind of pick up different colors. Even though it's saying it's more of a tan, I feel like you can almost see like a lilac in it. So this one is Smoky Storm. This one's described as light pewter and silver. Pewter is more of like it's like a cool toned gray, almost very like taupey. So I really like this one for that reason too, because it's so unique. I don't really feel like cosmetics have that many pewter shades when it comes to like eyeshadows. So I thought this was a really interesting color and I was really excited to try it out. Oh, I can't. It's like almost gunmetal, but more cool. I just think that that's such an interesting shade. Very similar to the last one where you could almost put it on top of anything. I almost feel like it would kind of change and manipulate based off of like whatever colors you're wearing. So I really like this one. It is so pretty. So the next shade is Diamond Dust. This one just looked really interesting to me because It's one of those like almost like holographic colors. It's described as sheer silver and multicolor. Now the sheer part kind of threw me off a little bit. I'd seen swatches of this done on some people's Snapchats and videos and things like that. And I noticed that Diamond Dust and Gold Goddess, which is like an antique gold color, both came off pretty sheer. So initially I was a little hesitant because obviously, you know, the rest of these are so pigmented and the swatches looked so promising that I didn't really want to go for a sheer formulation of the same product. But I will say I went into Sephora, I tried this on, and honestly, whew, this is just so pretty that I don't care if it's a little bit more sheer than the other products, just because it's just so pretty. Like, it's so reflective and it's just so like holographic. I'm just like obsessed with this one. So my guess is that the camera's not really going to pick this up, but I'm going to try my hardest so that you can see the different colors that are included in that. It's not just silver, it has like a reflect of like the entire spectrum, which I think is really, really, really pretty. So the Gold Goddess color that I said was similar to Diamond Dust in the consistency, I didn't pick that up because quite frankly, it's more of a greenish gold and I'm not really into that color. I don't see myself wearing it. I did swatch that one in Sephora as well, and it is a really similar formulation to Diamond Dust. So honestly, you will get a good amount of color payoff. It's just not exactly my color. So the last one that I picked up is Bronze Belle. This one's actually not available at Sephora, so you would have to pick this up. I actually got it from Namies, but you can pick it up from, I believe, Stila.com. A couple of other websites should have it as well, so what I'll go ahead and do is link it down below so that way you guys have access to every single color that I've talked about, as well as the other shades that are also going to be available. So Bronze Belle, this one right here, is described as bronze with silver and copper sparkle. Now, this one is hands down my favorite one out of all the ones that I've picked up so far. I feel like this one is my favorite because it has the perfect amount of pigment and the perfect amount of shimmer. It's like the perfect balance and ratio, whereas the Rose Gold Retro, too much pigment, Diamond Dust, possibly too much shimmer if there is such a thing, but personally, I just really love the color payoff of this one. I feel like the pigmentation is gorgeous. I feel like it's just one of those colors I can wear day to day. It's not too much, but it still makes a really big statement. So it is hands down my favorite one. It is actually the color that I'm wearing today. I just sort of put like a rusty orange color in the crease and blended it upwards, put Bronze Belle on, put a little blue in the waterline. And I will say, like, ordinarily I don't even do a pop of color, but this by itself is just such a pretty look, and it's so easy for day to day. That's honestly why I love these products so much. This one is honestly just so stunning, like I can't even get over it. It does pull more pink on my hand, and I think that's just because I have like peach undertones. Like on my eyes right now, because I did that burnt kind of rusty orange color, it's pulling a lot more bronze. Okay, so those are all the colors that I picked up for the Stila Magnificent Metals liquid eyeshadows. Honestly, these are probably my favorite eye products right now. I really haven't been wearing anything else lately. The suggested use on Sephora.com says apply one coat directly along the lash line and center of the lid. Use your finger or firm brush in a tapping motion to blend edges and set. Wear alone or over eyeshadow. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, normally when I use any of these, I run straight to my Urban Decay Naked Ultimate Basics palette because this has the perfect crease colors for all of these shadows. I don't necessarily see the point in applying it and then dabbing it out with your finger or with a brush. What I personally do is blend the crease color of my choice into the crease and upwards a little bit. And then I actually just use the doe foot applicator on the actual shadows to apply it, just because I feel like it gives me a really precise and even application. It's very similar to the applicator on the Urban Decay Naked Concealer. It's that flat kind of doe foot, kind of flexible applicator, so I feel like it just gives you so much precision that you won't really get from any other type of brush or even your finger at that point. Feel like if you want more of a sheer application, using a different brush or your finger is perfectly acceptable, but for me, I really like to make a statement when I wear these. So the $1 million question, are these worth the hype? I'm pretty sure it's really obvious by watching this video that you guys can tell I've fallen in love with these very, very quickly. I 100% think that yes, these are worth the hype. You can purchase these from the Stila website or from Sephora.com or any other beauty supply store such as Namie's or Nigel's. You do get a discount with those stores. These have been selling out like crazy, so if you get your hands on them, don't let them go. Purchase them right on the spot. I highly, highly, highly recommend them. So these retail for $24. You can get them on Sephora.com, StilaCosmetics.com, or any other beauty supply store that I mentioned before. They will run you $24 unless you do get a discount at those supply stores. They do have a couple of other shades that I haven't actually gotten my hands on yet. They have Violet Vixen, they have the Gold Goddess shade that I mentioned earlier that I actually just didn't pick up because I wasn't a fan of it. They also have Ballet Baby, which is like a really pretty baby pink with a silver sparkle. And they also just launched their Duochrome collection. I absolutely cannot wait to get my hands on the Duochrome collection. They look beautiful. I will list the shades in the Duochrome down below so that way you guys can kind of see them and see what they're about. They're absolutely stunning. So I am so excited. I will definitely be putting them on my Snapchat. So if you guys don't follow me on any of my social handles, please make sure you do. The social media handle is going to be Polomique Shaika. I will list it at the end of my video and down below. Feel free to follow me on there. I always do updates of things that I've picked up or like little mini hauls. So yeah, this brings us to the end of this video. I really hope you guys enjoyed this little series that I think I'm going to start doing more often. Let me know if you like this type of video, if you're interested in these kinds of product videos and a little bit more product knowledge. I'd be more than happy to do these types of videos more often. I really feel like they're so informative and they're also really, really fun. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you guys soon with a new video. Bye.